What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're back with yet another video here. There are some things I do want to address in this video. I'm going to talk about a few trades, and there's one thing, and obviously it is the big thing I want to save until the end. So if you guys like these kind of videos, want to leave a like, subscribe, the notification bell, hit me up on Snapchat, which in my bio. So let's get into it. Alright, so there's a couple of trades I want to talk about here. So yesterday, at about 11:30 in the morning, the Vancouver Canucks and the Oilers, they made a trade. It was the Canucks got Evander Kane, obviously a decent, obviously Evander Kane's a horrible pickup here. He did play decently well for the Oilers in the Cup Finals. They're kind of like shedding. They're just basically shedding money off the books for the Oilers. They're sending that money to Vancouver, and the the Edmonton Oilers got a 2025 fourth-round pick from Ottawa. No salary retained. Edmonton clears the $5.125 million off the books there. And then the next trade happened. There were two trades today. One happened last night late. It was about 11-ish. I got a comment. This is all according to Frank Sorelli on Twitter. What's Tusk's up? Is that a... that's at the Utah Mammoth team club. They got JJ Peterka, and they have a contract extension in place. And then the Utah Mammoth sent Michael Kesselring and Josh Stone, who I forget when they drafted them, but I think JJ Peterka to Utah is a good. 5 years, $7.7 mil was $38.5 mil. That's not bad. But then obviously, and then we have the Jamie Benn deal, who was a 1-year deal, 1 year, $1 mil. That's nothing. Jay Woodcraft will be joining the whatever. Also today, earlier at 11:30 this morning as well, Frank. Where did I get Frank from? Frederick Gaudreau got traded to the Kraken for a 4th-round pick, and Gaudreau had 3 years left. But that's about it on those trades, I do want to say. Is there a trade there? Probably. And then the Capitals traded for some guy I've never heard of from the Panthers in the 2020s, and it's Justin Sordiff. Don't know that name. And then they got 2026 and 2027 2nd and 6th round picks for him. That's about it. But the other big thing I want to talk about here, and I'm going to be, this is really, and I'm sorry that, NHL. I want to get my facts right before I start and yell at this. So, a 28. So, okay. So they only have fewer preseason games. I'm still mad about this. So there is. Yes. So today, I'm not saying it's official as of today, but here's where you can be like, here's what I'm gonna do. NHL, ESPN. I'm going to ESPN real quick. Serving sports fans anytime, anywhere. Yes, please. I don't care. Wonder Franco is still, I almost said, still getting sexually abused, but that's not that whole thing, I don't know. Team announced, oh my god, that's horrible. So here it is. So I'm gonna read this article to you. I'm sorry if this is what's gonna make me a little bit. I'm gonna be a little bit PO'd here. So they talked about it. The CBA. I don't know when it expires. NHL CBA expiration. Will expire on September 15th of next year. Pushed to the 2025-2026 season. So, schnizzles. ESPN. Let me go back on Twitter here. Not ES. Let me do it this way. ESPN. Twitter on X. So here's what makes me mad. So yesterday, this is the part you guys are probably gonna be like. So I think it's gonna happen, unfortunately, and I don't know why. I'm about to get a little bit upset here, and I'm glad I made this video. So right now, if you all don't know this, the NHL is 82 games. What the heck? No. There we go. Give me back to this. So right now, the NHL they are currently at 82 games. And which is plus the playoffs, it already pushes it to like the end of June. So here's what, you have the 82 game schedule, which, okay, 82 games to push to the end of June, okay, that's okay. But then they've been talking forever of adding. Here's the part that's gonna make me a little bit upset. Well, not upset, but like I'm not gonna be happy about. Is basically the NHL. They're going to say, hey, listen, we're only gonna have 3 or 4 preseason games, and then they are going to say, yes, we're adding 2 more games to the regular season of 84. I don't know why they should add. I don't know why they're going to add 2 more games to the regular season here. I'm not saying I'm mad about. I'm kind of mad about this. I'm mad and confused and kind of like the NHL. Oh my god. I know it's the NHL and the NHL Players Association, which obviously you can never agree with the NHL. What is like the NHL is who? Is that like Gary Bettman? If this is all like the NHL members, I don't know. I don't know. The players is NHL CBA members. The players and the Players Association. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't tell me who. It doesn't tell me the members are. NHL PA members. There we go. NHL. It's probably, it's like Nikita Zadorov, Jason Zucker. Who's it from the Penguins? So it's guys that are on like the teams. There's like, you have freaking Chris Letang making decisions on the executive board of the NHL? What the, oh my god, NHL executive. I mean, I'm not ripping on any of the players. I'm not saying, this is the players' fault. NHL executive board members. Here we go. Executive. NHL executives. So, NHL Foundation. So here's what makes me mad. So I need to get all of my people right. So you have. That dude's an idiot. Just pointing at some random guy. That was funny. Again. Oh my god. Rob Woolley. Half of these people, I don't know who they are. You have, alright, so the NHL executives, you have, it's probably, oh my god, so it is guys like, the NHL key executives are, of course, Gary Bettman, Bill Daly, Colin Campbell, Kim Davis, so it is freaking, so you have guys, so for the NHL, not the Players Association, it's led by none other than the idiot himself, Gary Bettman, who I hate. But that's okay. Obviously, they're going to announce it tomorrow, probably during the draft, or if not before. You have Jake Ottinger, Jason Robertson, okay, Ekblad, Reinhart, Matheson, Gallagher. Why can you put, like, frickin' for Pittsburgh, their representative, obviously, is Chris Letang. Why can you go to Crosby? Why can you go Crosby? The heck? Quinn Hughes, Adam Lowry, Mark Scheifele, TVR, of course you have to go Tom Wilson. What an idiot. Dude, Nicholas Hag, Zach Whitecloud, Sanheim, Konechny, okay. I mean, a lot of these guys, okay, you have alternate rep of Connor McDavid, okay. That's fine. But, like, a lot of these, you have the executives, like the alternate rep for Nikita Zadorov. Alternate rep. A lot of the, like the Nazem Kadri, Mackenzie Weeder, Logan O'Connor, Josh Manson, Dylan Larkin, okay. Some of these guys are really good players, like Nico Hischier is a great player. But what really makes me mad is obviously, ooh, I looked at background. Oh, it's a fire background. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying was, the NHL needs to be like, listen, we are not changing anything. I know you guys people will probably be pretty PO'd if we do, and that's why we're keeping it the way it is. That's what they need to say. They basically need to keep the daggone thing of 82. They need to keep the season the way it is. They don't need to extend it. Because then if they extend it, I wonder how, if they do extend it, I'm so mad. How will that work? But it only is until 2030. How would the seasons work, though? It could go and affect the season setup. That's what I want to know, is how would it work? You would have 84 games. You have 2 home, 2 away, totaling 28. You would have 28 games against your teams in your division. You would have interconference, 32 games. 24, 3 against teams in each division. The other division in the same conference. So you would get more conference games. And so basically what they're saying is they're screwing. So like for an example, they're basically saying, oh, like, okay, I don't really care about this garbage.
As you redefine what's possible.
Okay, shut it. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying was, they have like they're probably gonna add, they have like 28 games. You're basically losing, like, let's say for example you have like Seattle and Vegas. Less teams, they'll probably play each other a lot. Oh, wait a minute, unless they're not the same. Hold on a minute. Is Seattle and hold on, I need to get NHL standings. I don't know if think Vegas and Vegas and Seattle in the same division. Okay, so like you would have like Vegas and Colorado would not play each other that many times, I believe. I don't know how they would. I mean, obviously it isn't even numbers, so they're actually just adding 2 more games in the last 84 game setup. No. I mean, it obviously won't be happening until 2020 after this year. So 1 more year of regular proposed. It's a proposed change Obviously, I hope and pray that the NHL, it's typically 41 home and, so it'd be, what, 42 home and 42 away? Probably 40, add 2 more regular season, balanced scheduling, and more rivalry games. Okay. 92. They had it in 92 to 94, adding 2 neutral site games to each team's schedule. Now, if they do 84 games and they add 2 neutral site games to each team's schedule, I'll be like, okay. But if it's just the same old garbage we see every freaking year, I'm getting frustrated now. The team could visit every other arena at least once a season. They already do that. Maybe twice. Maybe. I mean, obviously the West they do, but in the East, you would have like freaking, the Penguins only go to like Montreal once, maybe twice. Detroit maybe once, maybe twice. Mainly once. Buffalo maybe twice. Boston maybe once or twice. It's just like, I mean, you're getting, like, teams might see a reduction in preseason games. Obviously, that's the big thing. But, like, I have to play 2 more games per season. So, like you're saying, you start the season in October, and the season won't be done till, like, maybe almost the end of April. Let me see, 80-40. Let me look at 19 something. 1990. I'm just going to use 1994. See how the heck 1994 schedule. Because obviously from 1992 to 1994 they had a 93-94 season. Yeah, that's what I meant to do. Let me just do this. Let me go 1994, 1993, 94 NHL season. Schedule. See if I can find the schedule from that season, 93 and 94. Because that was when they had 94 games, or 84 games. What am I saying? I'm dumb. I'm an idiot. I obviously, I'm just going to go to Pittsburgh here real quick. The Penguins, because that's obviously my favorite team. Also, guys, maybe tomorrow, I need to whip it out probably tonight. 84 games. 44, 27, 13, earning 101 points. 11-5, Jesus. That's a big-ass score. Holy. According to Wikipedia. Okay. Schedule and results. Let me see. 1993, 1994 schedule. So they started the year in October, okay, right? Yeah, that's what they do now. The season ended. If they would add another freaking 2 more games, the season won't be... Okay, so it was done in, like, beginning of April. Was there, like, no All-Star break? Maybe if they get rid of, like, the All-Star break. Maybe if they... no, there'll be, like, an All-Star break. They'll probably keep everything the same. And then they will add the whatever. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, here they're saying they're adding, it says they're going to be done 21, 23, 26 for 24 and 25 for Christmas. They were in frickin', there you go. They were done at like almost the end of, they were done on this in April. They were done in early April still, which is kind of like, now they're done at like the 18th or the 19th, which is like, what the heck. But anyway, I don't know. If it happens, I will probably make a full-on video of my reaction for it. This is kind of like my first reaction to it. I'll probably have my final reaction if it's official. I'm not sure when. Let me look it up. It could be announced tomorrow. NHL 84 game season final. final announcements. And I'll probably talk more about this tomorrow on announcement day. What the? They'll probably, I mean, they obviously extended the CBA ahead of the intro, but still it'd be ahead. I hope, please don't sign it. Please don't you dare shorten preseason match.
As you redefine what's possible, Lexus refines what you deserve. Because a car that doesn't make you
Let me turn down
feel
my volume here real quick, just because of the heck of it. I don't know. A 4-year extension would carry the league's players through 2030. Regular season would allow it keep regular season. Wait. Would allow the NHL to keep its regular format of every team visiting an opponent once while you're in divisional rivals. So they're basically going to add crap. The new CBA, going forward, players can resign for a max of 7 years with their current team in 6, going in 6 years. Wait, so the new CBA, deferred salary, will also eliminate deferred salary? What the hell did they have frickin' deferred salary? There's, oh my god. Oh, I mean, bubbling up, but keep cap as of now, re-signed 4 years, 7 years in free. He also deal include revised language that would establish new position, e-bugs. What the hell are e-bugs? Emergency backup goaltenders. I don't know. Over the past several seasons, but for the Zamboni drivers suiting up. Oh, so you've had like accountants and Zamboni. You've had Zambonis, and wait a minute. The new CBA could allow emergency backup goaltenders can play, and if you're like, oh, like your first goaltender is like hurt and can't start, then you have your backup, and he eventually in mid-game he gets hurt, and you're like, what the heck do we do? We're screwed. Then you have like a third backup, but obviously you've had guys like Zamboni drivers and accountants stood up in the NHL, which is kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie, it is kind of hysterical. First report the CBA is close to being finished. Social media maintain. Basically, I believe I want to say. Oh my god. Wait, what's the only thing that's keeping them? Sources told ESPN the new TV is expired to maintain a 50-50 split of hockey revenue. Daily face-off basically said they're close. Shooting up the NHL base and eliminating long-term complaint, or salary complaint. Salary cap complaint in the NH in the playoffs and revised language description. I don't freaking care about salary cap stuff in the playoffs. I just want to watch hockey. Labor piece at 3 knockouts the past 20 years. This is the first major negotiation for Marty Walsh. And obviously, both sides eliminating long-term injured reserve loophole to ensure teams that are. Oh, so something that's. I'm gonna have to read this whole article here. I'm basically gonna read this whole article on right here too. What is this from? Emily Kaplan. I love Emily Kaplan. Evaluated a 4-year extension of the CBA that includes an 840 emergency goaltenders and limits player contract length to 7 years, confirmed to ESPN on Thursday. The deal could be announced as soon as Friday ahead of the intro draft, but still need to be signed by both sides and ratified. Gary Bettman, the board of governors, a detailed updated meeting in Los Angeles on Wednesday, outlining the key issues. 2020, the current CBA expired. Yeah, we know that. They signed a 4-year extension, would shorten the preseason to a minimum of 4 games per team, instead of the current format of 8 preseason games. An increased regular season would allow the NHL to keep its regular format of every team visiting an opponent once, while giving divisional rivals 4 games against each other of every other season. The new CBA would limit contract lengths for players for 7 years. Sources told ESPN also eliminates free salary, which was bubbling up as a trend some teams were using to keep cap hits low. Now, this is the thing that the players are like, we don't like 82 games, we want 84. Then maybe. I don't know if it's what the players wanted or not. Who knows? But anyway, I don't mind. I mean, obviously, you're going to see, obviously, right now, you see, not contract extensions, but like, free agency contracts are like 7, 8, 9 years, 7, 8, maybe 8 years at most. But they're only going to lower, basically they're saying they're going to lower this once. And there's obviously been some deferred, so they're going to be like, we'll get rid of that. Which, if they're getting rid of deferred money, I mean, obviously in baseball, hockey, football, probably the NBA, any major sport contract, the player has to be like, yes, I want that money deferred until like I'm like retired and out of the sport. But yeah, as of now, 8 years with the current, eliminate deferred salary, which is bubbling up as a trend some teams were using to keep cap hits low. Example, the freaking Tampa Bay Lightning probably doing that. As of now, players can re-sign for 8 years with their current team or 7 years in free agency. So you can sign for 8 years with, so like example, Crosby. He's not Crosby, sorry. Let me think of somebody better. Younger. Let me look at the Penguins roster real quick. Connor Dewar, there we go. I have to look at his. Let me look him up. Who the Penguins got in a trade last offseason. Or not last offseason, at the deadline this year, I think. So, Connor Dewar, yeah, thank you. They got him from Toronto for, I forget who. I forget how they got him, but they did. He's a free agent after next year. So basically what they can do is so Monday at 5 is when everything ends, which means Tuesday. Obviously, but like, for example, Connor Dewar, he's young. He can sign up to 8 years with the Penguins, hopefully, or he can be like, hey, no, he can go to the regulars, he can go to the free agency and sign for 7. Players going forward, players can resign for a max of 7 years and current team 6. Oh, so right now, that's what it is now. But you can sign 7 years with your current team, or you can go into free agency and get a year less. I mean, it is what it is. The new deal also revised language and established a new position within the organization of debugs who can practice and travel with the team, or so told ESPN, or blah, blah, blah. Both sides discussed eliminating the long-term injured reserve loophole to ensure teams that are salary cap complain in the playoffs, and revised language is expected in the new CBA, so told ESPN. The new CBA will bring much welcome labor peace to the league that has seen three lockouts in the past 20 years. First major negotiation from Marty Walsh, a former Boston Mayor and U.S. Secretary of Labor, who took it from Dr. in 2023. Walsh, Batman, their input before sitting down with Batman earlier this year to hash out details. The NHL and NHLPA have announced significant salary cap increases over the next 3 years, so there's a new TBA of 50-50, maintain a 50-50. So, wait, daily, let me go to daily face-off here. Face-off CBA. I'm sorry, this video is way too long. It's so long. John Gibson might be traded. John to be labor peace. This is from Frank Savelli / the Daily Faceoff, which I do like. There's Gary Bettman. There's another lady. I don't know who that is. I don't know. That might be the Oh, that's Marty Walsh. That's who he is. Okay. The MOU, but for more ratification. They're close. 2026. Oh, so certain. I mean, I would try it for a year. next week's free agency would mark the final 8 years. So, the 2025-6 season, next week's free agency. So, this is the last time we will see, like, a lot of long-term contracts. Because after that, no more. That's usually announced next year. 95 mil, 104, and 113 mil. Team no longer to be able to mandate player dress code for arriving for / departing teams. As previously. There's all kinds of stuff. If you guys want me to, I can leave a link to Daily Faceoff's article in the comments section below. I can make it the pinned comment if you guys want. So if you guys like these kinds of videos, leave a like, subscribe, the notification bell, hit me up on Snapchat, and my socials in my bio. I will see you in the next one. Peace.